But you know what? Lindley finally threw a passing touchdown in his career. It was about time. It took him like 4 games.
Ryan Lindley might be.
It took him like 4 years.
Finally threw his first career passing touchdown. So.
Wait, did you say 4 weeks? It was 4 seasons.
Okay, but like his starting wise.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Ryan Lindley might be a close second to Kyle Orton for greatest quarterback ever.
I'm pretty sure I could out-quarterback Ryan Lindley at this point.
No, you can't.
I don't know.
Ryan Lindley, even if he's a third-string quarterback, he's still an NFL third-string quarterback. That's better.
Not a very good one.
That's better than a lot of NCAA starting quarterbacks.
Not Marcus Mariota and James Winston.
Do you realize Aaron Murray isn't? Aaron Murray is like a fourth-string quarterback.
Aaron Murray is a third-string quarterback behind Chase Daniel, and Aaron Murray should be starting ahead of Chase.
Okay, sue me.
Okay, let's just stop.
Sue me.
Aaron
Okay.
Murray is better than Chase Daniel.
All right,
I don't know
that, TB. We actually.
I feel like Aaron Murray can have a legitimate NFL career if he can keep his knees healthy.
All right, fine.
Say what you want.
All right, Rams plus 12.5 at the Seahawks. I'm actually surprised you both picked the Rams. I guess it's just too big of a line.
You're included in that.
Yeah, I know. I understand. But I've been picking the Rams all season against the spread. You guys haven't. I was surprised you both picked the Rams. I guess it was just too big of a spread. But
Their defense is good though.
Their offense is terrible.
That defense is amazing. Well, what do you expect when you put Sean Hill, who's about twice the age of Richard Jefferson, at quarterback?
I know. But you know what? You need a QB to win in this league. You need to have a good.
I don't understand what the problem with Austin Davis was.
I thought that too.
I mean, he wasn't great. He wasn't great, but he was pretty good.
Sean Hill is just, I don't know.
Sean Hill is a dinosaur.
I actually think the Rams could have won a few games if.
Here's the deal: the Rams are legitimately.
I think the Rams are ready. They just need a QB. Now the big question with the Rams is next year: do they go with Sam Bradford? Or
No.
Do they try. I mean, I think they do because the QB situation in this draft.
What are the options? There's so many teams that want quarterbacks this year, and there's legitimately two available.
I think they should get.
Did Brett Hundley declare for the draft?
I think Brett Hundley is not going to be an NFL-ready quarterback next year.
He's an option. Keep Austin Davis for another year. Austin Davis broke all Brett Favre's record in college. He'll be fine.
I believe that there's only 2 quarterbacks who can play in the league that will be available this year, unless Jay Cutler becomes available. I don't think Brian Hoyer is going to get a legitimate chance ever again.
So who are the 2 quarterbacks?
Well, that'd be Mariota and Winston, obviously. I mean, the free agent class of Jake Locker and Brian Hoyer isn't very
I'll
good.
take Jake Locker over Sam Bradford.
I would not.
They're pretty much.
I would much.
I actually think Sam Bradford. I like Jake Locker, but what I saw this year before he got hurt, kind of second guessed myself.
Jake Locker. I was gonna say Sam Bradford tore his ACL in like the second preseason game.
But Jake Locker hasn't. Sam Bradford's had his knee. They
both haven't shown their potential.
Okay. Here's the deal. Kyle Orton comes out of retirement one more time, plays for the Rams. Or they could reach out to John Kitna.
No.
John Kitna might be older than he's older than Sean Hill.
Are you going to be calling for Bart Starr next?
Move on. Let's move on, please.
All right, fine. We were all wrong.
Really stupid. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna go far. You're gonna say Brett Favre's gonna go play for the Bills now too.
No, Brett Favre. That's so ridiculous. Come on, Kyle Orton's way better than Brett Favre.
Nick's gonna be asking for Joe Namath to be the Jets quarterback.
We're gonna say Blaine Gabbert is gonna.
No. Norm Van Brocklin.
Or Dan Orlovsky.
Wait, hold up. Dan Orlovsky is legitimate. Brad Gronkowski is legitimate. He's a great backup for the Steelers.
Brad Gronkowski is not legitimate. Don't tell me that. He had 2 good games. Don't say anything. It's like Matt McCoy or
Matt McGloin, Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor. Oh, God, yeah, he's great.
Are we just gonna start naming mediocre?
All right, fine. We're moving on.
DeMarcus
So,
Russell. Oh, my
okay, that was too far, Snowball.
CJ
Rams
Gardner,
plus
too.
12.5. Seahawks covered 120-6. We're all wrong. Final game. Bengals plus 3.5 at the Steelers for the division crown. Snowball actually agreed with me. CB agreed with me as well. Obviously, I picked the Steelers. What?
Can't believe. I'm kind of surprised that Matt actually went with his word and picked the Steelers for once.
Yeah, I know, right? So the Steelers won 27-17. Obviously won the AFC North for the first time in, I think, 3 years. So great. Won 27-17 again, so they covered the 3.5 spread. Just a great overall team win. Both teams played hard. Lost Le'Veon Bell, so that was a little bit tough. But Joshua Harris, great young talent. I think he's gonna be a solid power back.
Why don't we wait till we get to that game?
With like 50% of your offense, so in terms of rushing and receiving.
Okay. Well, Ben Tate's.
Why
Ben
don't we
Tate.
wait till we get there?
All right.
Okay, fine.
That's coming up in a little bit. So again, we finished off the season. Right now, we're starting fresh for the playoffs. So clean record. But right now, Snowball has 43 points for his 43 wins. CB has 45 points for his 45 wins, and I have 56 points for my 56 wins. So here's how the scoring is going to work for the playoffs. You pick a wild card game right, you get 2 points. Divisional game is 3 points. Conference championship game is 5 points, and the Super Bowl, if you get that, is 10 points.
And then we're going to keep tally, and we'll give you your playoff winner, who will also most likely be your overall winner.
Which will most likely be me. So, without further ado. What?
Just move what?
All right. So, first game tomorrow. Saturday, 4:20 p.m. Josh Gordon, you listening? No? Okay. Cardinals, plus 6.5 at the Carolina Panthers. Yes, 7-win team is hosting, 11-win team? 12-win team? No.
And is 6.5 point favorites, nonetheless.
Yeah, true. Okay. So, CB, you're picking the Panthers. Care to explain?
I can't believe I'm picking the Panthers, but I just can't trust Ryan Lindley for anything. I don't really think the Panthers are that good of a team. Their defense really doesn't strike me as anything. But then again, neither does the Arizona offense. And I think with no running game left, with Andre Ellington obviously injured, and Ryan Lindley can't throw the ball, I think they can hold the Cardinals to somewhere between 10 and 12 points. And I figure that the Panthers have had some sort of a ground game with Jonathan Stewart. Cam Newton's been playing a little bit better lately, and they have some receiving threats with Kelvin Benjamin and Greg Olsen. I believe that the Panthers can put up 20 points and win this game by at least 7.
Okay. Snowball, you're going with the Panthers too. I don't know why, but
I'm feeling that 2010 Seahawks right here, man. I don't know. It's just I got a feeling, if we're gonna see Lindley in there, or I don't know if Stanton. I know he's a shot, but I just feel like the QB, whoever the QB is, just won't be able to handle the pressure of the playoffs. This is a whole different ball game now. Panthers were there last year. I understand that they weren't as good as last year, but they still have some guys who experienced the playoffs last year. I think Cam Newton's ready to play. He's mad that he lost last year to the Niners. Yeah, to the Niners, right? Yeah.
it was the Seahawks, wasn't it?
Was it the Seahawks?
I'm not sure.
Niners. I'm trying to think. Who was the other bye? So the Seahawks played. I think the Seahawks played the Saints.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Seahawks played the Saints. Okay, so the Niners. What was I going to say? So Cam, wants he wants to win. I think Cam is really determined to win, and I just can feel the Panthers pull upset because they do have some talent. Luke Kuechly's great.
Well, it's not an
Kelvin
upset.
Benjamin,
They're
Cam
6.5 point favorites.
Right. I know. But I just think the Panthers can actually win this game.
Okay, that's fair. Look, this is going to be a really, really ugly game to watch. The Panthers have been terrible.
There's always that one wild card game. You're like, It's usually whoever the Bengals are playing. It's usually the Bengals and whoever they're playing. But
no, we'll get to the Bengals. I have a lot.
Can you not give this game too much credit? It is going to be way more than really, really, really ugly. I don't think many football fans are going to be able to watch this game.
It's the first game of the playoffs too.
See, you know what? I'm getting off of work.
I think some people's eyes might break.
I'm getting off of work at 4:15, just in time to watch this game. And I've been rooting for the Cardinals all year. I really like the Cardinals. I really do. But this is gonna be a really, really bad game to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Panthers have been terrible all year. The Cardinals are down to what? Their fourth string quarterback, including Logan Thomas.
Logan Thomas is technically below Ryan Lindley, otherwise he would be starting, but they are down to their third string quarterback.
Okay. This is their fourth quarterback they've used all year. He threw his first career touchdown pass last week. The Cardinals have the points here. Is Ellington still playing? I don't even know.
Ellington's long injured.
Okay. I don't even know who the starting running back is because Jonathan Dwyer.
Kerwin Williams.
Do they have Stepfan Taylor anymore?
He's the backup.
Okay. Jonathan Dwyer's suspended. The Cardinals have a really good defense. The Panthers have an alright defense. I'm picking the Cardinals because they have the points, really. I don't really have any other explanation. I don't really know who's going to win this game, but it's going to be bad. I can tell you that. Next up, the real game you've all been waiting for. Ravens plus 3.5 at the Steelers.
That game, like last night's college football playoff game, will not be watched in completion by me because 8:15 is way too late to start a football game or any other game that goes more than 2 hours for me to be able to watch the whole thing. I cannot stay up that late.
AKA 8 o'clock is CB's bedtime. That's what that meant. This is actually part of the reason we're bringing you a podcast. We want you to enjoy this full game. I will be enjoying this full game because this game is not going to be close at all. No, I mean, in terms of long-term history, Steelers-Ravens games have always been close. This year, the Ravens blew out the Steelers the first time. The Steelers blew out the Ravens the second time. Joe Flacco hasn't been great as of late. What did he throw? 3 interceptions and completed like 13% of his passes 2 weeks ago. He wasn't that impressive last week. I know the Steelers are missing Le'Veon Bell, and that'll surely put a pretty huge hole in the offense. But Ben Tate, people count Ben Tate out because he gets injured so frequently. The Steelers only need him for 1 or 2 games because Le'Veon Bell will be back probably next week. And Ben Tate has a lot of talent, so I think he'll be able to fill the hole enough for the Steelers to win. And Ben Roethlisberger can go off. And last time he played the Ravens, he threw for 6 touchdowns. He has the deep threat in Martavis Bryant. The Ravens lost Haloti Ngata for the season. So I think the Steelers pull this one off. You guys disagree with me, though.
Isn't Haloti Ngata back this week?
Is he really?
I believe he is.
Oh, oops. Well, I think the Steelers pull it out.
Haloti Ngata is back this week.
Oh, well, that puts a dent in my plans. Okay. Might be a little closer than you think then. But not even a homer pick at all, because in June I said the Steelers are making it to the Super Bowl, losing to the Seahawks. So I'm sticking with that. I think the Steelers win this one. But CB, you can go ahead and tell me why I'm wrong.
Le'Veon Bell is too much for that offense. The Steelers are clearly a superior team to the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not going to deny that anyway. But when you lose 40% of your offense from one player, sure, you can say Ben Tate's a decent running back, which he's decent.
I think he's
not very
good. I don't think he's great or very good, but I think he's good.
He's never really shown you anything. He had a couple decent games
because he's always hurt.
And he got way too big of a contract with Cleveland because of a couple good games as a backup. And even like he was spotty as a backup, he would put one game in and do decent. And he got way too big of a contract because of it, and did very little with that. He had multiple chances to win that job. I don't think that there's much to that Pittsburgh Steelers offense without Bell. They have Antonio Brown, but you can kind of key on him now. Steelers defense isn't what it used to be. The Ravens are pretty spotty. It's going to be completely terrible conditions. It's going to become 100% rain. Better run game is going to go to Justin Forsett, and I think that's why the Ravens are going to win this game.
Okay, Snowball.